Being a Division I student athlete requires an intense ability to manage both athletic responsibilities and those which are required in the classroom. Maybe no one in recent memory at the College of Charleston has handled this task better than Matt Leeds. One of the most prolific hitters in the NCAA over the last 2 seasons, Leeds has also excelled academically on his way to graduating with highest honors with an accounting degree and minors in economics and finance. Leeds talks about what it took to balance both baseball and school over the last several years.
Time management. During the season, it's pretty difficult. We miss a ton of classes, and making up the material you miss during those absences is probably the toughest part. In terms of doing the work, the school work, there is enough time during the day. You really just can't waste it. There's some late nights, but you got to manage, and you don't really have a choice. So.
While it's always been easy to see Matt's dedication on the diamond, others, like Linda Bradley McKee, a professor of accounting and legal studies, have taken notice of his drive in the classroom.
Many times I'd come in early in the morning, long before class, and he'd be the only person sitting downstairs in the lobby working on the homework that he was getting done before our class. So all of our professors try to be well organized so that you know when the exams are and when the projects are due. And Matt made every effort on his own to be right up with the class, whether he'd been actually in class or off on a trip or not. And when he took the final exam, he came in late one evening and the next morning was right here ready to take the final.
And if driving in over 150 runs in his college career while maintaining a 3.9 GPA isn't impressive enough, you have to factor in that Leeds has also dealt with 2 major knee injuries since his junior year of high school. That drive and determination to move forward, according to head baseball coach Monty Lee, is what makes Matt the person he is.
He's an amazing hitter, very talented hitter, power hitter that drives in runs. I would be willing to bet no player in Division I baseball has driven in more runs than Matt has over the last 2 years. He's one of the most elite hitters in the country, and there's no doubt about that. But just the way that Matt prepares for every game, the way that he practices, the way that he goes about his business, you know that Matt's going to give you 110% every single day. He's very mature, very well spoken, very smart. Baseball player and a great leader by example for sure.
Well, I'm a very competitive person. I'm competitive with myself. I never feel comfortable doing things not at my best level, and I think that carries over both on the field and in the classroom. So I think that's what drives me the most.
And it's not lost on Lee just how special his third baseman is.
I don't know if I know that I've never coached an athlete that was not only as successful a player as Matt has been, but was also as good a student. I've never, I tell people all the time, anytime someone interviews me about Matt, that, if you looked up student athlete in the dictionary, that, there ought to be a picture of Matt beside it, just because of how he has done academically and how he's done athletically. Is extremely impressive, and I don't know, I could go for the rest of my career and not have another student athlete come through that I get a chance to coach that has been as successful as Matt in both areas.